Have things not been working out for you like you hoped? Do you ever think, I don't deserve it? Or why do only rich, intelligent, thin, or insert any other word here for other people get these breaks? Or has your manifestation not been working properly? Well, today we're going to look at the 9 things that are holding you back from the life of your dreams. Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Live Your Life with me, Ed Terry, your personal success coach. Through this channel, I will provide you with the best tools and techniques to help you step into the life of your dreams. And if there's anything you'd like me to cover for you, comment below or DM me on my socials. Links are in the description too. Before we dive in, I just wanted to remind you that I'm running a competition to win 1 hour of free coaching with me this month. The competition runs all through January 2022, and you can find the details in my last video. That link, which I'll also drop below, has all the details. So, what are the 9 things that take you out of the game, that stop you getting what you want, or kill your manifestation stone dead? Here's the short version. It's pretty much all in your head, or at least that little voice that keeps you company every day. I've talked about it a lot previously, but let's look at the specifics today. Do you settle for average? We all receive messages from many sources: parents, friends, churches, the movies, TV shows, the news, social media, messages that tell us we should be nice, well-behaved little consumers who are satisfied with comfort, and we shouldn't stray too far from it. These messages are often well-intentioned to keep us safe, but the message behaves like a virus in our subconscious, as our ego looks at it and says, okay, this looks like something that keeps us safe. Let's emulate that. I'll cover more on this when I talk about the news later and pity parties. But this doesn't mean that you have to be satisfied with comfort. So double check any messages or subconscious behaviors that you might have that put you in comfortable territory and work to change them. Have you settled for average before? What did or will you do to overcome this and prosper? Comment below and let me know. Do you ever catch yourself saying, I can't? These 2 words and their cousins, I have to, should be eliminated from all languages everywhere. These are loser words, victim words, well, excuses. As soon as you think or say, I can't, before you even get to the inevitable because that follows, you've already given up. And the more words you put after that because, the bigger the wall you create between your desire and you. I can't and I have to are excuses which are because of some external situation. I need to remind you that you are in control of you. If you can't change the situation, for example, quit your job, reframe the situation by switching I can't to the question, how can I? And I have to switch to I'm doing this because. If those replacements don't work for you, there's plenty of other words to choose from. There are over 1 million words in the English language. So have fun, but don't say I can't or I have to ever again. Don't look for excuses, look for reasons. Do you complain about never getting what you want? Every time we want something, we're also keenly aware of its absence. Now, as Abraham says, every subject is really 2 subjects. There is the problem, which is a lack of what you want, for instance, the lack of money, and there is the solution, which is what you want, i.e., more money. Instead of joining in your friends' conversations about being poor, lonely, fat, sick, or whatever, excuse yourself and go daydream for 5 minutes. What would it like to be rich? What kind of car would you drive? What kind of house would you live in? What would it be like to be in a great relationship? What would you do together? What would you talk about? What do they look like? If you had a perfect body, what would you wear? How would other people respond to you? What would your perfect job feel like? Where would it be? What would you be doing? And these are all perfect questions for manifestation visualizations. Now, your friend's conversation is like a negative energy vortex, sucking you in and draining the positive potential from your desires. If you don't like thumping music in a club, step outside. If you don't like smoke-filled rooms, step outside and get some air. As one of my old mentors said, pity parties never solve anything. Stop wallowing in the mud and go take a shower. Don't let your mind get seduced by ego stroking or drama. That's how the news works too. It's designed to get people to watch it, so it is often sensationalized, biased, or factually limited. Pause, step outside, and get some air. Do you hate rich, skinny, successful, healthy, happy, attractive people? Or do you have some mistrust of them? Jealousy is a colossal waste of time and energy. Worse still, it keeps you from getting what you want. Because if you get rich, or a great looking body, or a relationship that lights you up, you're going to become the very thing you hate. Remember, your mind is there to keep you safe. So if you try to become the object of your hatred, it's going to do whatever it can to sabotage you. Ergo, it ain't gonna happen. So instead of hating these people, study them. They figured out how to get what you want. If you can figure out how they got it and how you do the same thing, then you can have it too. When the success of another makes your heart sing, your resistance is gone and your own success soars. So says Abraham Hicks. Accept the gift that jealousy hides and not the wrapping paper that it comes in. Have you taken any action, or have you just thought about it? Now, don't get me wrong, dreaming, reading and talking to the right people is great. All of these actions make you feel inspired, and this place of inspiration is the best platform from which to launch productive action. If you found a perfect diet, a perfect fitness routine, a perfect person, a perfect job, a perfect business opportunity, act on it. You may never get this opportunity again. Don't wait until Monday because it's a new week, or the 1st of January because it's a new year. Throw caution to the wind and take the first step. If you're hesitating, what's holding you back? Maybe it's one of the other 8 things on this list. Newton's first law states, a body at rest will stay at rest until a net external force acts upon it. Wishes don't just come true. They are thoughts at rest. You want it, then act on it. Comment below and let me know one action you're going to take after watching this video to make your dreams come true. Do you worry about what others think? If you decide that you're going to do whatever it takes to fulfill your dreams, sooner or later, you're going to start looking and acting like those rich, skinny, successful people that other people hate. And guess what? This means that some people are going to start hating you. Some of these people are going to be your friends, family, and other people you love and care about. Now this stops a lot of people before they even start. Your loved ones probably don't mean you any harm, but some of them may, consciously or unconsciously, try to sabotage you to keep you down at their level, to make sure they don't lose connection with you. They think that if you change, you won't like them. They might ridicule your money-making ideas, or your new significant other, or bring you donuts while you're on that new diet, or try to talk you into going to the bar instead of going to the gym because it's what they do, and you're part of their club. At some point, if you find their antics too distracting, you may have to make a difficult choice. Do you want to give up your dreams and say, "I'm sorry," and slot yourself back into your old mediocre comfort box to keep them happy? Or do you want to potentially alienate them and fulfill your dreams? It's a fork in the road we all face. Take the high road or the low road. You might be tempted to try bring them up to your level and talk them into joining you on your journey towards success. But unless they want to join you, your attempts to drag them along are going to fail. And in the process, you'll end up exhausted and probably back with them in that comfort zone. I've tried explaining it to people close to me over the years, and they usually don't get it, so I don't try now unless they ask first. The good news is that as you become more successful, you will find out who your real friends are, and you'll attract new friends who support you. These friends will be ecstatic when you tell them that you've made your first $1 million, or that you've achieved 12% body fat, you look fantastic, or that you've completely healed from your disease and have started running again, or that you found your soulmate and are blissfully in love. These people are keepers. The rest might just be moths. Are you enjoying this video? Then click the like button. Likes are free and they help pay it forward, and it helps YouTube recommend more videos like this to you. Take the high road and click the like button. Thank you. Are you afraid to fail? This is related to being worried about what other people think. Remember, everyone was a beginner at one stage. Olympic athletes, world-class musicians, famous actors, and, well, you. Remember your first day at work? That, oh my freaking God feeling. Remember how many mistakes you made? But you didn't remain a beginner, did you? You got better at what you were doing every single day. The master was once a disaster. Babies aren't born with ripped and perfect bodies, fabulous relationships, or bank accounts full of money. Self-made millionaires, entrepreneurs, musicians, bodybuilders, successful couples, everyone had to start from nothing. And in the beginning, everyone sucked. They started businesses that folded. They tried diets and training programs that didn't work. They got involved in horrible relationships. They say Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he came up with a light bulb that worked. If you try something and it doesn't work, try something different. But don't give up your dream. As Napoleon Hill says, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Do you think an overnight success happens overnight? Do you know what happens to most people who win the lottery or lose lots of weight in a short period of time? They spend all of the money and they put all the weight back on, and they wind up back or even worse off than where they started. Being an overnight success is like being plunged into the deep end of a pool without learning how to swim first. In most cases, it takes 1 or 2 years for an average person to build a ripped body, and it takes from 2 to 5 years for a new business to start turning a profit, and even more than that to actually generate enough income to live on. Success doesn't happen overnight. It takes time for our bodies to adjust to a new shape, and it takes time for our minds adjust to a new way of thinking. The payoff will be the manifestation of your dreams. Once you've decided that nothing is more important than your dreams, start and don't give up. The time will pass anyway. Do you think it's too hard and quit before you start? Well, there's no doubt about it. Manifesting your dreams can take a lot of hard work. Whether your dream is starting a business, being in a long-term relationship, having a great-looking body, feeling more healthy, being financially free, or even changing your outlook on life, you will have to make sacrifices, otherwise known as choices, to get there. When you're working 60 or more hours a week on your new business and slowly falling behind on your bills, when you're exhausted from a late night and the last thing you want to do is get up early and work out, remember, you aren't just sacrificing, you're investing. And just like an investor, you're setting aside your mental and emotional capital in order to gain wonderful things in the long term. Don't quit unless you know for sure you're riding a dead horse. Don't make assumptions. Do the work and hang in there. Getting out of your own way can be difficult, so I have this video which will help you get out of your comfort zone and step into the life of your dreams. And until next time, my friend, live your light.
Hello there.
Subconscious behavior. Well, change them. They might ridicule into the life of your